you expect? You could blame it on conditions. Blame it on crack, you could blame it on the system. Blame it on the fact that 12 got jurisdiction to ride around in neighborhoods that they ain't never lived in. Blame it on the strain that you feel when daddy missing. Blame it on Trump shit, blame it on Clinton. Blame it on trap music and the politicians. Or the fact that every black boy wanna be Pippin, but they only got 12 slots on the Pistons.
Everybody, this is Jay. We're here having a mental conversation today, which is most important, especially in the Black community, because we do not have these conversations often. So we're going to relax, we're going to slow down, we're going to breathe in, breathe out, and have a conversation about mental health. I am not a doctor. These are just my opinions. If you need help, please contact your local therapist or local mental health institution. Current mental health, I feel, is level. I don't feel like no extreme high on, feel extreme low. I just feel like, I'm calm, we're collected, and that's a good feeling to have right now. With my mental health, I feel like during this pandemic, while we are supposed to be stressed out, I am not as stressed out as some people are. And I'm very happy because although these are hard times and people are going to go through hard times, I feel like we're going through hard times way better than some people. But I think it allowed me to slow down and relax, make sure that I took things day by day, because that's all we have to go by right now. The CDC's working hard, these nurses are working hard, everyone's on the front lines and even in the back line are working hard to, stay afloat and keep their jobs and, take care of their families. So I feel like the pandemic hasn't done anything but allow me to see that there are people out here struggling just as much as I am. Suck it up, get it done. I think I really found myself in the pandemic. I really think the negative traits was some people lost good jobs. In some industries, pandemic, again, allowed me to slow down, allowed me to spend more time with family, repatch old friendships and old relationships that should have been, going stronger throughout the years, but with day-to-day stuff, it allowed some time and space to get in between that. So it allowed me to go back and, hey, let's put this first, let's do that. Let's try to make this work. Let's try to make that work. And it allows stronger bonds. And at the end of the day, you can make a lot of money, but you ain't got nobody to spend that money with. What's the point? I manage stress with a phrase that if I can help it, help it. If not, what's the point? And it's not I think a lot of people have that mentality as an effort attitude. I don't think I have an effort or a fucking attitude. I feel like certain things are in my control. And if I can control those things, then shame on me. But if I can't control it and things are happening, what can I do other than what's going on? Counting works. You just stop in the middle of what you're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just in those 10 seconds right there, life became more calm. That's all you need. Just, relax, calm down, find something that, levels you, something that reminds you that, you're still in control. I feel like a lot of people, mental health gets impacted by not being in control. But if you still remember that you're in control of your perspective of life, then I feel like a lot of people, mental health would be a lot better off instead of having to stress over it or have anxiety. I don't really have those type things, so I'm trying to learn more about it. So that's why we're doing this mental health segment. And sometimes in your plan, you gotta plan for. You have to plan for the unexpected. So what do you call it, contingencies. You got to plan for contingencies. So that's just a contingency. Sometimes you get set back. Sometimes you got to go all the way around the mulberry bush just to get to one point where you could have just went straight through. And like, once you get a plan and know that your plan's working and see your plan working, you kind of allow things to be what they are, and some things are just out of your control. I want to be there for my friends, that has anxiety and things like that, so that I can also share my tactics and they can share some of theirs, and we can learn and grow better as a community opposed to as a single. Certain people need that just extra friend or that extra spoken word from somebody that's in the group and just say, hey, I know we're going through this, but let's all just stop 1, 2, 3, 4, and just do that, Definitely social media. I think that during this pandemic and during slow times, we allow ourselves to get bored. So while being bored, we just scroll and watch everybody else's highlights. I really think social media is the reason why a lot of people have hard times, because they're watching everybody highlight reels and not seeing the process in between. You must fall in love with the process before you get the product.
So has social media directly ever impacted you in that way?
Yes, absolutely.
How so?
Social media made me feel like I had to be a millionaire just to be accepted. And it took a lot of time in my 20s away from things that were important opposed to things that were money driven. So
how did you navigate getting from that mindset to understanding that social media doesn't mean that?
Lately, it's just finding self. Just making sure that you know what you're here to do, what you're here for, and what you're worth. And like a lot of people, I think, skip over what they're worth. They kind of know what they're here for. Some people know what they want to do in life. Somebody know who they're here for, but they don't know what they're worth as a person. Because what you're worth is really kind of predicted by people around you. But if those people around you are already negative because they got the things going on in their life, you'll never know what you're worth. So know what you're worth, or at least think you know what you're worth. I went a lot as a child, haven't experienced it as an adult. When I was a kid, I guess it kind of helped a little bit, just talking it through with someone. As an adult, I haven't tried it, but I feel like we should all go try it at least once. I feel like we don't try talking to other people because we're supposed to be strong. And our parents really kind of taught us not to depend on folk. And honestly speaking, they told us not to depend on white people. So that's a white folk activity in our community. That's a white folk activity. So we kind of grow away from that. But now it's time to actually get in there. For one, we got Black kids that want to go be therapists. So let's go give them an opportunity to be a therapist for someone in their community. One. And also, get somebody to talk to. Because your pastor's not always right. Sometimes your pastor is just a guy that was always in church. And they gave him life. I'm not saying the pastors are wrong. The pastors are not great places to get that type of information from. But these are people that have been to school, professionally trained, got $1,000 of debt that they're trying to pay off to listen to your problems. Go use them. Although your child may be labeled as something, that doesn't necessarily mean that child is that. They label me as I think it was attention deficit disorder. So I was ADD, not ADHD, not that one. Attention deficit hyper disorder. It was the ADD one, but I really wasn't ADD. I was just bored in school. I didn't care about being in because I had shit going on at home. And I did that on purpose because it just got me out of class. So I feel like a lot of times Black parents do say that their kids aren't that because it's taught behavior. I have a cousin that is autistic, and my cousin's still not to hold a real conversation with you. She can do a whole lot of things that I've seen a lot of other kids that are also autistic. And they say, well, that person's not going to be good enough to do that. That person's not going to be good enough to do that. Yes, they will. It's taught behavior. Although they have a label, teach it correctly, everybody will learn something. Humans we're here to learn. We're here to gain information. So I feel like if we just teach better practices and get people more involved in the community and let them know that it's not a white thing, it's an everybody thing, it's a mental health thing, I feel like we'll get more people taken care of. But again, everyone, this is Jay. This is our mental health segment of the Blackface White Space. Remember, guys, in our Black community, we're told not to talk to people. Sometimes you just got to go find a friend, and sometimes that friend got to be a professional. It can't be your homie, it can't be your cuz down the road, it can't be your pastor who just got up there, it can't even be your boss at work. Sometimes it has to be a professional person that went to school to do it. Again, I am not a doctor. I'm just a guy that has an opinion about it and wants you guys to, have a conversation about it. This is Blackface White Space, and I'm Jay, and I'm out.
Expect you could blame it on conditions. Blame it on crack, you could blame it on the system. Blame it on the fact that 12 got jurisdiction to ride around the neighborhoods that they ain't never lived in. Blame it on the strain that you feel when daddy missing. Blame it on Trump shit, blame it on Clinton. Blame it on trap music and the politicians. Or the fact that every black boy wanna be Pippin, but they only got 12 slots on the Pistons.